Buenas tardes todos, Hamjo, Tauto Isla, Tauto Guam, dan Tauto Universidad, Hafade. Feliz Pascua, dan Viva Año Nuevo para todos, Hamjo. Maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat. Merry Christmas and have a great and wonderful 2016 for each and every one of you. It is my privilege each commencement to give welcoming remarks at this ceremony. At this time of the year, it is made more special as we celebrate holidays and family time. It is a commencement exercise, so we are reminded that it is just a beginning. It's a commencement. It is the culmination of one phase of your university education at either a bachelor's or a master's level. Hence, simultaneously, it is a commencement and a culmination. To commence or to commemorate remains the dual binary feature of this ceremony, meaning it is two things at once, a beginning and an end. The university is simultaneously here to introduce you to your past and to your future. Nothing feels better than making that happen for thousands of you, well over 16,000 in the course of the history of the University of Guam. These ceremonies have speakers. Some would say these ceremonies are interrupted by speakers. Speakers are afterwards, an afterthought, and certainly not the main event. I don't know whether many of you came here to hear my perspective on the day's events, but listening to me is the price you pay for getting that diploma. And for celebrating your loved one. If you are a child or a parent or some other special relationship to the graduate. But we're primarily focused on the graduate's future, and of course the celebrations that will occur later on. The speakers will inevitably try to reach some rhetorical flourish by borrowing from previous speeches, by quoting someone. So I'm going to quote Tom Brokaw. Says, "You are educated." This is from a commencement speech. "You are educated. Your certification is your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life, but let me ask you to think of it in an alternate way. Think of it as your ticket to change the world." One of my favorites comes from Robert Anthony, a best-selling author and life coach. Said, "Some people drink from the fountain of knowledge. Others just gargle." Now, if you think of your university experience as a fountain of knowledge, I trust that most of you drank from it eagerly, but maybe some of you just gargled and spit it out. This is part of the transition from celebrating your diploma and applying it. And are you going to apply it in the future? There's also the reminder given to me by Dr. Chris Paris, who passed away last month and who ably served this institution as chairman of the Board of Regents. He told me in one of our last conversations, "Roberto, sa ngani ka ni taw-taw po ina, descubri Gansetli." Tell our people about the university's mission. Ina, to shine a light on it, to enlighten. Descubri, to discover. Hopefully for many of you, you discovered something for the first time. And setbi, to serve, understanding that drinking from the fountain of knowledge inherently requires you to serve, to be of value wherever you go, to go back to your community, to remember the university. And if you take Tom Brokaw's suggestion to change the world, and Robert Anthony's observation about drinking from the fountain of knowledge, you become the complete Triton, an eager learner who makes sure that the knowledge is put in the service of something greater than just ourselves. Now, we have a number of challenges ahead of us in the world. We've had the terrorist attacks. We've had the climate change conference recently completed in Paris. And there are times to seriously reflect about what that means for us as an island and as a society, as a global citizen, as an American citizen, as an FSM citizen, whatever kind of citizen you are in the upcoming future. But we're also part of a popular culture stream. During the past few days, as part of the worldwide popular culture stream, you were all affected by the release of Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Perhaps many of you have already seen it, and I suspect most of you will see it over the course of the next few days. Today we celebrate our own Triton Force Awakening. It is that force which the university education imparts in you. And we're reminded again that the force must be based on our best aspirations, on the maximization of our abilities, on the building blocks of character and commitment, which each diploma up here signifies. I guess for some of you graduates, along with the awakening of the force with you, we'll quote someone else. Let's quote Yoda, one of the most quoted and quotable figures in recent memory. Well, Yoda is not quite Tom Brokaw or Mahatma Gandhi or Robert Andrews, but he's certainly well known. When looking to complete a mission, he admonishes all of us, but particularly Luke Skywalker, when he says, "Do or not do, there is no try." How elegantly simple. You either do it or you don't. There's no such thing as what they refer to as a college try. You do it or you don't do it. There's only the satisfaction of completion. Today you have completed your degree and you didn't just try. Congratulations to each and every one. And he reminds us, and he warns us to remain positive, to understand that hope trumps fear. Yoda said, "Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. So stay away from fear and the dark side. Don't be a hater. Drink, don't gargle from the fountain of knowledge. Do or don't do, and don't try. And if you can remember all of this, the Triton Force will be with you. And whenever the Triton Force awakens, there will be the call to say, Viva UOG!